HCB family, how's it going? Welcome to Hold the Ball. Hope you guys well. Thank you again for tuning in. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But before we get into it, DJ, hit that intro. Marole, talofa lava. Hope you guys are well wherever you are. Yes, it is the, in my opinion anyway, biggest game of the Rugby League World Cup, probably besides the actual finals. Mate Maa Tonga versus Toa Samoa, in a game here that I'm sure will let our imaginations run wild, so to speak. And again, I will have the team list there for you guys to see. But again, I must urge and say that the team list is forever changing. I had it one stage and literally 30 minutes later it changed again. So I'm not too sure what on earth these coaches are doing. Obviously a bit of chess is being played as we sort of speak, trying to again fill in gaps, mitigate errors and all that thing and all those things there. But in saying that, I digress. This is going to be a very, very, very intense match. Now, before I get into it as well, I've been seeing a lot of different platforms, right? Pacifica platforms, Tongan, Samoa, and so on and so forth, right? Again, I urge as well to all of you guys there who are viewing, have fun, be safe. Yes, it's a game. Yes, you obviously want to win, but at the same time as well, I also don't want any animosity built, any of that argy-bargy stuff, you know what I mean? How's it going? Handbags are flying. You get what I mean. But again, at the same time, keep the love, keep the peace in the streets there, wherever you are, whether that be in America, New Zealand, Australia. Be peaceful again, please be mindful of other people as well, whether you win and or lose. But at the same time as well, I urge keep the peace, and I want to be echoing the same messages that have been sung and spoken about as well by different people, of Pacifica, outlets, and I consider myself one as well. So in saying that, without further ado, we'll get into it. So yes, like I said, Mate Maa Tonga, Toa Samoa. Goodness me, this is it. This is the popcorn thing. So obviously, Mate Maa Tonga have had a few changes. All right, the likes of Will Hopote comes in, right, and the likes of Siliva Havili. So obviously, these two here are fit. As for Toa Samoa, it's virtually an unchanged squad minus Kalma Tuilangi, who's in. Again, the list will be there. The likes of Swali'i, right, fullback for Samoa, Teleme, To'o, the wings, Stephen Crichton, Lafai in the centres, right, the halves, Luai, Milford, and obviously the spine there with Danny Levi. The forward pack, Junior Paulo, of course, the captain, right? Hunt, Lisa. I can go on and go on, but you get what I mean. These are the list there. As for Mate Maa Tonga, like I spoke about before, Hopoate is back. The wings, Tupo as well as Sione Katoa. The centres, right? Benisini as well as Suli. The spine, Isaiah Katoa, Lolohe as well as Tony Luke. And again, you can see the forward pack there. Now, I will say one thing. Obviously, there's a handy addition there for Tonga that Taumalolo is in. But I will say this though, it's very surprising that Dave Fifita's not in the squad. He's what appears to be the 18th man or even the 19th man, depending on what happens between him and Siosiua Taukeaho. But you get my point there. Tonga choosing to go over more, I suppose, big, robust team. But in saying that, it's very confusing. Again, I'll just have to wait and see, because obviously anything can happen before kickoff. So that's just my sort of thoughts there. As for Toa Samoa, a brilliant squad nonetheless. All right, it's still a strong squad. Both these teams here are strong. Right, like I mentioned before, the Samoa's backline, especially after the game against England, have come back so strong, right, that you won't even recognize the team anymore. Now for Tonga as well, on the other hand, their game has been so built on that forward momentum and forward strength that, again, it's the reason why a lot of us are going to love this game is because we know it's going to be physical, and we know that these two teams here have history, not only in the sporting field, in the league field, obviously, but also historically. Again, I'm not going to go through a little history lesson here with you guys, but you'll get my point. This game here is going to be intense and immense. Now, where do these teams here have their strengths? This is the reality here. Tonga in the forward pack, Toa Samoa in the back line here. Obviously, Brian To'o, look for him to be the dominant ball carrier from the back line. As for Mate Maa Tonga, again, you're going to be looking for the experience there of Will Hopoate, particularly at fullback, right? Again, the centres there, Moses Suli, right? Again, for Toa Samoa, Swali'i, right? Expecting a big game from Teleme Lafai, who's been sensational in that blue jersey there. It's going to be a very, very tough battle. And for Mate Matonga in the forward pack, again, the likes of Felisa Galfusi, who's been very good defensively as well. Kion Kolo Matangi, right? Tau Malolo, obviously. Foto Aika. Again, the names just roll off the tongue. Such is the quality of this Tongan forward pack. And obviously, again, as mentioned, right? The interchange, right? Siliva Havili, Amone, Tatola, Murdoch Masila, and on for Samoa, veteran Papali'i, right? Leniu, Tapau, as well as Chanel Harris Tavita. So both these teams here trying to throw all they can at each other. This, in my opinion here, as stated before, is the game of the of the tournament, in my own opinion. Now, again, if you look at the backline, I think I'll give it to Toa Samoa. If you look at the spine, it is just about even, in my own honest opinion. However, Kato and Lolo have been sensational, and obviously Milford and Luai, again, finding their feet after their last time playing together, right, against France, but prior to that, England. Again, the forward pack, as mentioned, I give this one here to Tonga personally. Now, in terms of choosing who to win, now this is what you guys are here for. This is the feast at the dinner table. This is the reason why you guys are watching. Look, in saying that, I need to digress. I don't mean to offend anyone. It is what it is. Don't take this to heart. It's just a person here who's observing it from his own perspective. In saying that, though, I will say this game here will be tough. I don't think this game here is going to be more than 6 points. I really believe that. There's too much pride, too much passion, too much hunger, desire on the line here to let the opposition just steamroll. Even if you lose, you're going to be losing whilst hanging on a cliff. Right, and I think that's the type of game and image I'm trying to portray here, particularly with these two teams here. Now, in saying that, I do think, though, however, Tonga's forward pack might dictate the game, and obviously Toa Samoa's forward pack will dictate the game. I will get it out there. In my honest opinion, I do think, though, however, that Mate Matonga will win this game. Nick, let me explain why. Obviously, I've already told you guys the forward line, the back line, but I think for mine, particularly for Tonga, it's just going to be the role and the punching of the forwards. However, in saying that, if Toa Samoa can mitigate that, if they can stop that, then they do have a chance. But for me, I just feel the difference will be right in the forward pack, right where it matters. These are saying, though, forwards win you the game, backs determined by how much. And I think for me, that's where I'm going to be leaning. Again, that's just a little bit of a silly saying there, but you get my point. This game here is not to be missed. This game here will be electrifying. And again, tell me your reasons why you think Tonga will win, why you think Samoa will win, right? But like I said, I'm sticking with Tonga here to win by 6 points or 4, right? I don't think it's going to be any more than that. This will be a very tight affair. Again, look for the likes of Toa Samoa to try and expose Tonga, right? As mentioned before, you got Will Hopwate, the likes of Desi Niu not playing. Unfortunate. Let's just be honest now, in my opinion. So again, Will Hopwate being thrown into such a deep game. Yes, he has the experience. Absolutely, he's got the veteran, leadership there. But again, is this too tough an ask? And I suppose that's the question I throw at Mate Matonga, right? And then for Toa Samoa, the question is, for me personally, is how do they make sure they don't have a repeat of that forward pack, when they got dominated against England, right? How do they structure themselves so that they can actually hold the fort, so to speak, and align themselves when push comes to shove against a very strong Mate Matonga forward pack, right? But yeah, like I said, it is what it is. It's going to be defensive weaknesses on both sides, attacking strengths. This is why I love it. It's a game of chess. It's going to be beautiful. In saying that, though, anytime try scorer for me, I'm going to go with, for Tonga, I'll be going for Sione Katoa. And for Toa Samoa, I think I'll be going with, look, he can't go past Brian To'o, right? I think he's going to be a very good player there. In saying that is me there for now, right? It is what it is. Jason Tamarolo being back is awesome for Mate Matonga. They need him. But like I said, Josh Papali'i coming off the bench, watch out for that. That could be brutal. Anyway, I'm not going to stick here too long. I could literally talk about these teams here for a good hour. I won't. And again, Marole and Todd Falava, and I hope you guys are well. Take it easy. And again, please remember, I stress, keep the peace. All right, take it easy. See you guys next time. And just remember, hold the ball.